polished every limousine along the midnight avenue. The casino burned above the coast in amber, red, and blue. I stepped beneath the striped awning with the storm caught in my hair, black velvet falling from my shoulders like I had dressed to meet despair. Before I reached into my handbag, the doorman smiled and stepped aside. He said my name as if the building had been waiting all night for my arrival. No one should know a woman who has never crossed that floor. Still they knew the dress, they knew the hour at the casino door. Black velvet at the casino door. Rain like diamonds on the street. Every window held a warning. Every drum moved underneath my feet. Black velvet at the casino door. Your invitation in my hand. I can't believe in we would talk of love, but someone else had made the plans. Inside the air was warm with smoke, soft brass and expensive lies. Women moved through mirrored rooms with borrowed stars around their eyes. A waiter offered champagne, then quietly refused my pay. He said the gentleman has covered everything you choose tonight to take. I asked which gentleman he meant. He glanced toward the private stairs, then placed a black chip on my silver tray and left me standing there. My initials marked the center in a lettering not mine. Someone had prepared my entrance. Someone had purchased all my time. Black velvet at the casino door. Rain like diamonds on the street. Every window held a warning. Every drum moved underneath my feet. Black velvet at the casino door. Your invitation in my hand. I can't believe in we would talk of love, but someone else had made the plans. The piano changed to minor when I entered the grand salon. The car dealer looked up once, then watched me closely as I walked on. Your favorite table stood half hidden behind a curtain-colored wine. One chair empty, one glass waiting, and a stack of chips arranged like mine. No coat hung from the backrest, no shadow crossed the floor. Only one small folded message placed where your hand had been before. It said, sit down and trust the evening. Everything will soon be clear. But trust had brought me to that doorway, and trust had cost too many years. You thought the lights would make me softer, thought the music might disguise how every elegant arrangement had been built upon surprise. But I had not worn black for mourning, and I had not come to plead. Black velvet does not hide closed the curtain, the coastal thunder rolled black velvet at the casino door, and one black chip beneath my palm. The curtain closed behind me, and the dealer bowed his head. Your glass stood by the ashtray, a thin blue ribbon of smoke still spread. The cards remained unfinished. Your jacket was nowhere near, but one deep mark upon the velvet said you had just been sitting here. I touched the back of your chair before good sense could warn. The room had already lost you, but your seat was still warm. You had left without a message, but departure leaves a trace. A drink, a flame, a folded card, and silence in its place. A queen of hearts lay face down beside a black casino chip. A crescent stained the crystal where another mouth had touched the rim. Her perfume crossed the table, soft as gardenia after rain. It was not mine, but I remember smelling it upon your coat again. The dealer watched me notice, then lowered his careful eyes. Men who live among gamblers learn the value of disguise. Your seat was still warm, but you were already gone. The smoke was still climbing, the piano played on. Your seat was still warm, while the truth turned cold. You had left me one more mystery, and a story partly told. Your seat was still warm, so I knew you had been near, close enough to leave your shadow, too afraid to still be here. I asked the waiter softly who had shared the final hand. He polished one clear tumbler as though he did not understand, then said, a woman dressed in silver walked with him toward the stairs. She carried no invitation, but everyone knew she belonged there. I looked toward the mirrored hallway where the private elevators rose. The doors are closed behind you before the had planned for me to find you, yet vanished when I came. That is how a coward wagers with another person's name. Your seat was still warm, but you were already gone. The smoke was still climbing, the piano played on. Your seat was still warm, while the truth turned cold. You had left me one more mystery and a story partly told. Your seat was still warm, so I knew you had been near, close enough to leave your shadow, too afraid to still be here. I could have chased the elevator, could have called you from the floor, could have followed silver footsteps through every private door. But I had spent too many evenings running after what withdrew. A woman loses more than patience when she always follows you. So I sat where you had left me, crossed my legs and faced the game. If you wanted me unsettled, you had underestimated my name. Your seat was still warm, so I claimed it as my own. Let the heat of your departure meet a woman made of stone. Your seat was still warm when I turned the hidden card. Not a queen and not a pawn, but a key marked private bar. Your seat was still warm, yet I felt no need to mourn. You had left the table running, I would learn what you had sworn. The ash fell from your cigarette, the final ember died. Your seat was still warm when I rose to find the light. A velvet case lay open near the center of the floor. Underneath the amber lighting, I knew what it held before. The necklace caught the chandelier in 40 shards of white. You fastened it around my shoulders on our 7th winter night. You said each storm meant always, each class would keep us true. Now a woman dressed in silver held the gift I wore for you. She admired the way it glittered. She could never know the cost. Some jewels change their owners long before love is lost. Diamonds changed hands at midnight from my memory. as a trade. She lifted them against her skin while the dealer counted chips. You smiled and poured another drink, then raised the glass toward her lips. I remembered candlelight and your fingers at my neck. How you told me no possession could express your full respect. But love was never in the necklace, it was never in the gold. You only gave what you could purchase, then reclaimed it when you chose. She thought she wore a promise, I saw inventory move. A man who measures hearts in carats never understands their worth. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, from my memory into hers. You passed them across the table without a heartbeat or a word. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, cold as every vow you made. You call them symbols of forever, then used forever as a trade. I crossed the room toward both of you, no anger in my stride. She touched the necklace nervously and shifted to your side. You said it never suited you, I thought she'd wear it well, as though changing who possessed it changed the history it held. I looked into her frightened eyes and said, keep every stone, but never let a gift persuade you that a purchased heart is home. She raised one hand toward the clasp, you stopped her with a stare. That single motion told her more than all the diamonds there. A jewel does not remember whose skin it rested on. It shines for saints and liars long after love is gone. But women carry knowledge no certificate can prove. We learn which gifts are given freely and which ones come with rules. You thought the stones made me your treasure, thought removing them made me small. But value does not leave a woman when the jewelry leaves at all. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, and you knew illusion shone. But I felt no piece of me depart when she claimed what you once owned. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, every stone reflected truth. She had gained a costly necklace, I had lost my faith in you. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, while the roulette wheel began. You had traded one more symbol, I had finally read the man. She stood beneath the chandelier with your fortune at her throat. Diamonds changed hands at midnight, but my freedom could not be bought. The manager sat waiting in an office above the floor, with ledgers stacked like monuments guards outside the door. He placed the crimson folder under one wide reading light, then asked if I accepted what my signature made mine. I studied every careful curve, the false consent, the borrowed date, then set the pages flat between us and let the silence carry weight. It may resemble my handwriting, but resemblance is not truth. A man can learn a woman's letters, he cannot make her choices too. I did not give you my tomorrow to repair your losing life. I signed nothing in your name, not the debt and not the shame. You may have copied every letter, but you never held my hand. The woman from the mirrored room placed her contract next to mine. Both documents used different numbers, but repeated the same design. The witness named upon them had left the coast the year before. Seal belonged to a company that no longer had a door. The manager removed his glasses and reached slowly for the phone. Your elegant arrangement had begun to stand alone. I signed nothing in your name, I agreed to no disguise. I did not give you my tomorrow to repair your losing life. I signed nothing in your name, not the debt and not the shame. You may have copied every letter, but you never held my hand. I did not authorize the wager, I did not guarantee the loan, I did not offer up my future for a risk you chose alone. I did not sign away the apartment, I did not place my savings down, I did not make my life your currency when your fortune hit the ground. Then you entered without knocking, still composed in midnight blue. You looked first toward the documents before you ever looked at me. You called it a misunderstanding, said the pressure made you bend, said you always meant to tell me when the evening reached its end. But fraud does not become devotion when it trembles in a softer tone, and love does not excuse a man for treating someone's life as his own. You thought my loyalty was endless, that my silence meant consent, that because I once forgave you, I would carry what you spent. But mercy has a boundary, and trust can close its door. A woman may survive every truth I will not hide. I sign nothing in your name, so the manager marked a claim. Every page became an exhibit, every copy held your blame. I signed nothing in your name, and the room began to change. You were no longer the great gambler, only someone caught inside his game. I signed nothing in your name. When I rose and faced the hall, you had tried to write my ending. I had never signed at all. The guards remained beside you as the casino music played. I left the office with my future and nothing owed in your name. They brought you to the private table where the lamps burn low and green. Your jacket had lost its polish, your smile had lost its ease. The manager closed the doorway, the guards remained outside. You placed a deck between us, like the cards could choose a side. You said one hand can end this, one hand can make things right. Then push the empty chair toward me and ask me to stay the night. You were still trying to gamble with what you could not own, but I sat down across from you to finish this alone. One last hand between us, no kisses left to hide, no promises beneath the table, no mercy on your side. One last hand between us, your cards against my truth. You thought I came to win you back, I came to finish losing you. You offered back the apartment, the savings and the keys. Said every forged agreement would vanish if I pleased. But if your hand defeated mine, I had to leave before the dawn. Keep silent about the contracts and let your reputation carry on. You spoke as though my freedom was another thing to bet, as though the years you stole from me had not been payment yet. I looked beyond your careful face and saw the frightened man who had mistaken luck for power and possession for command. One first car touched the velvet, the second followed slow. The room held only breathing and the music far below. You watched my eyes for weakness, I watched your fingers shake. A gambler always fears the moment his own confidence might break. You raised the stakes with silence, I met them without fear. Then every lesson from my history became completely clear. You dealt affection like a favor, kept devotion in reserve, held tenderness until a woman proved that she had earned your words. You folded when I needed honesty, raised when I was weak, then bluffed your way through every question. I was brave enough to speak, but I was not the same young woman who mistook suspense for love. Tonight the cards were only paper, and paper was not strong enough. One last hand between us, I placed my future on no card. You could keep your lucky rituals, I had already read your heart. One last hand between us, then I laid my cards in view. You smiled because you thought you held me, till I said this game is through. One last hand between us, but I never played your deal. I had brought the signed confession and the evidence beneath the seal. One last hand between us, then the guards came through the door. You had waited for the winning card, I had something worth much more. The deck remained between us as they led you from the room. One last hand between us, and I never had to lose. You sat beneath the green lamp with two cards against your chest, wearing that familiar calm you always saved for your worst. The room believed your posture, the steady rhythm of your breath. But I had watched you lie for years and knew the shape of fear. You pushed the final stack ahead, then waited for me to break. I studied neither chip nor card, only the small pulse at your neck. You could fool a room of strangers, you could charm the house all night, but I had slept beside the man who always blinked before a lie. I called your bluff in silence, and the whole room heard the truth. I never raised my voice against you, I just stopped believing you. I called your bluff in silence, placed one finger on the deal. You spoke of hidden aces, of powerful friends upstairs. You said one telephone call could make the evidence disappear. You told the manager softly that the signatures were mine, then looked toward me for the weakness that had rescued you each time. I opened neither file nor letter, I offered no defense. I only met your eyes completely and let your story lose its strength. I called your bluff in silence, and the whole room heard the truth. I never raised my voice against you, I just stopped believing you. I called your bluff in silence, placed one finger on the deal. You had built your life on confidence, but confidence was never real. The dealer asked to see your cards. You laughed and raised your wine, said a gentleman protects his hand until the proper time. The woman from the mirrored room set down the letters you had sent. The manager placed both contracts beside the money you had spent. Still you smiled as though the evening might return to your command. But every lie becomes transparent when no woman holds its hand. You had bluffed with tears and tenderness, with distance and desire, bluffed with sudden declarations when your careful plans caught fire. You had bluffed through every absence, every unfamiliar scent, made me question my own memory, so your story could make sense. But silence changes meaning when it no longer comes from fear. Mine was not the hush of surrender, it was the sound of seeing clear. No trembling plea, no last request, no need to prove what truth confessed. One steady gaze, one empty chair, your perfect hand was never there. I called your bluff in silence, then you slowly showed your hand. Two harmless cards upon the velvet, and no future left to command. I called your bluff in silence, every witness watched you fall, not because I had defeated you, but because you held nothing at all. I called your bluff in silence and reclaimed the years you used. You had counted on my loyalty, but I had finally learned to choose. I called your bluff in silence when the house lights shifted blue. The loudest truth that night was that I no longer feared you. The dealer gathered every card, your glass remained untouched. You had wagered everything on my doubt, and I quietly called your bluff. The private bar was quieter than the rooms I left below. Dark wood green lamps, a roulette wheel, turning patiently and slow. And An older man in evening black was shuffling cards alone. He looked up when I crossed the room, like someone he had always known. I placed the key upon the table. He never asked me why I came. He dealt one card across the velvet, then spoke my whole and legal name. Not the name you call me softly, not the name beneath your kiss. He knew the one upon my passport, the one no stranger should possess. I asked him how he knew me. He aligned the silver deck, then reached beneath the gaming table for an envelope marked red. My instructions were quite simple. Give this only to the one who enters wearing black at midnight, after table 12 is done. The handwriting was yours outside, but mine appeared within. A signature curved beneath the contract where my hand had never been. The dealer knew my real name before I ever spoke. He held the proof beneath the table of every vow you broke. The dealer knew my real name and the number of my room. You had used my life as collateral, then invited me to watch it lose. The dealer knew my real name, but he did not know my fear, because the woman in your contract was not the woman standing here. The first page named an apartment, the next an account we shared. The third declared that I accepted every debt you had prepared. You had placed my name beside yours on a line of polished fraud, then sealed it with a witness who had never seen me sign at all. The dealer lowered his voice and said he thought you would agree that love would make you overlook a small formality. I folded every page together slow enough to keep my grace. There are lies that break a heart and lies that leave a prison in their place. The dealer knew my real name before I ever spoke. He held the proof beneath the table of every vow you broke. The dealer knew my real name and the number of my room. You had used my life as collateral, then invited me to watch it lose. The dealer knew my real name, but he did not know my fear, because the woman in your contract was not the woman standing here. He turned the first card over, a queen in black and red, then pushed the deck toward my fingers and waited for what I would say. I said a forged name is not consent, and silence is not blame. Tonight, before this house is closed, you will learn who owns that name. You remembered every letter, every number, every date, but never learned the difference between devotion and weight. You thought love meant permission, that my future could be spent, that a woman standing beside you was the same as her consent. But my name was not your currency, not a chip for you to trade, not a signature to imitate when your own fortune started to fade. My name on the paper, my face in your plan, my life at the mercy of one desperate man. But ink can be questioned and witnesses can speak. A lie may look expensive, still the truth is never weak. The dealer knew my real name, so I made him say it twice, and watched him mark the document as evidence beneath the light. The dealer knew my real name. Now the whole house number two, not as someone bound beside you, but the woman coming after you. The dealer knew my real name. When I rose and took the file, you had gambled with my future. I would make you face the trial. The roulette wheel stopped turning on a number cold and plain. The dealer closed the table, and I walked out with my name. The roulette room was glowing with a low and fevered light. 100 little fortunes changed their owners through the night. You stood beside the table with your cufflinks shining cold, while the croupier gathered wagers and the spinning wheel took hold. I saw our apartment papers folded near your glass of wine, beside the plans we made together, and an account that carried mine. You touched the stack of crimson chips as though they meant no more than all the nights I waited for your key inside the door. He put our future on red, then watched it spin without regret. Every room we dreamed of sharing, every promise, every debt. He put our future on red, while the whole wheel turned around. Love was only another wager he was willing to put down. You said the odds were changing, that one win could clear your name. You called it one last chance, as though our lives were just a game. The ball ran round the numbers, silver flashing under gold. I heard you whisper, trust me, like a phrase already old. I looked at all the documents you had placed beside your head. You had gambled with tomorrow without asking where I'd stand. The room leaned toward the table, every breath became a thread. Then you pushed the final stack ahead and said, everything on red. He put our future on red, then watched it spin without regret. Every room we dreamed of sharing, every promise, every debt. He put our future on red, while the whole wheel turned around. Love was only another wager he was willing to put down. The little ball kept circling, past the 20, past the 4, past the number of the hotel where you first asked me for more, past the date we chose for autumn, past the street we meant to claim. Every turn erased the future you had signed beneath my name. Then the wheel began to slow down, and your confidence grew thin. For the first time in the evening, you looked frightened, you might lose. I did not pray for black or red, I prayed to see you clear, to understand the man I loved had disappeared before this year. A future built on secrecy was never asked to save, and love that risks another's life is only fear dressed up as brave. So while the wheel was turning, I took the papers from your side. A woman does not owe her tomorrow to a man who gambles with her life. Round and round the silver ran, past every dream inside your hand. Red or black, win or fall, you had already lost it all. He put our future on red, but I removed my name instead. Let the wheel decide his fortune, I will choose my life ahead. He put our future on red, then the silver settled black. The whole room heard his silence when the dealer cleared the stack. He put our future on red, but the loss was his alone. I walked out with every document and left him at the wheel he chose. The croupier called the number, your glass slipped from your hand. You had gambled with our future, I reclaimed where mine would stand. hostess led me upstairs, past the rooms of smoke and gold, to a narrow private parlor where the music sounded cold. One wall reflected every table, every gambler, every pass. But from the other side, a woman watched behind the mirrored glass. She wore the diamonds from my winter, and your fear inside her eyes. When the door closed softly near us, neither woman looked surprised. I thought I came to meet my rival. She thought I came to take her place. But two women knew the same man by the worry on each face. She said you called her after midnight, when the city lights were low. Told her that your former lover had refused to let you go. You promised her the coastal apartment, promised Paris in the spring, then asked her for a private loan and sealed it with my ring. Folder, placed the forged contract in her hands. She read my name beneath the numbers, then began to understand. The woman behind the mirrored glass was not the enemy I came to find. She had heard the same soft promises, only dressed in different lines. The woman behind the mirrored glass held a future shaped like mine. You had placed us on opposing sides, so neither one would see your design. She removed the diamond necklace, set it gently on the chair, and showed me 3 unopened letters you had warned her not to share. One contained a reservation for the room you called our own. One described the quiet family you swore you still had never known. The final letter asked for money before the closing bell at 3. You had used affection like a doorway, then charged both women for the key. There was no jealousy between us, only evidence and shame. 2 different dresses, 2 different stories, and one man signing both the same. The woman behind the mirrored glass was not the enemy I came to find. She had heard would see your design. She asked, did he say you frightened him? I answered, every time I questioned why. She said, he called you cold and bitter. I said, he called you one more lie. Then both of us began to notice how carefully you built the blame. You made each woman doubt the other, so no one questioned you by name. A mirror shows what stands before it, but this one hid the room behind. Just like every truth you offered left another truth confined. You believed our hurt would divide us, that comparison would keep us weak. But when women place their stories together, even polished glass can speak. She reached across the little table, not for comfort, not for war, only to place a copied contract next to mine upon the floor. The woman behind the mirror glass stood beside me when we left the room, no longer wearing your illusion, no longer breathing your perfume. The woman behind the mirrored glass was not a shadow from my past. She was another heart you gambled with, and one more witness to the facts. The woman behind the mirrored glass turned the hidden lock at last. Together we stepped through the doorway and left your lies behind the glass. Downstairs, the roulette wheel kept turning, while your private empire cracked. Two women crossed the casino floor. The final wheel stopped turning at 4:15. Dealers covered every table and locked the cashier's door. The orchestra laid down its music, one instrument at a time. Then curtains opened on the windows, and morning crossed the coastal line. All the amber lamps went silent, every flattering shadow fled. The room that looked like heaven showed its warm and ordinary face instead. Night had made your kingdom golden, daylight made it small. The house lights found me standing with my future in my hands. Every false agreement canceled, every lie return my documents, with every page declared untrue. The witness signed a statement, and the woman testified against you. The diamonds rested on the counter, no longer anyone's reward, just stones beneath fluorescent light, with nothing sacred left to hold. A guard removed your private key, another sealed the room upstairs. Everything you called untouchable was suddenly examined there. Without the velvet and the smoke, a man is only what he chose. The house lights found me standing, with my future in my hands. Every false agreement canceled, every lie exposed and stamped. The house lights found me standing, while you sat without disguise. You had ruled beneath the darkness, but you could not face the light. One apartment still belonging to the woman whose name was used, one account no longer burdened by the debts she never chose, one necklace left unclaimed upon the manager's wooden desk, one love finally measured and found worth far less than respect. You asked me not to leave you while the room was stripped of night, said the man who made those choices was not the man before my eyes, but consequences, not a stranger, and regret does not erase every careful act of cruelty just because it meets your face. I did not need to watch you suffer, I had nothing left to prove. The victory was not your ruin, it was knowing I could move. Oh, yeah. The house lights found me standing, no black velvet hiding pain, no casino glow around me. Still I knew exactly who I became. The house lights found me standing, with the sea beyond the glass. You were seated with your losses, I was finished with the past. The house lights found me standing, as the doors unlocked at 5. You had gambled with my freedom, but I walked away with mine. The house lights found me standing, and the daylight made it clear I had entered as your final wager. I was leaving without fear. The cleaning crews crossed the carpet. Morning brightened every wall. The house lights found me standing, after darkness lost it all. casino doors closed softly as I stepped into the breeze. The rain had left the pavement and the dawn had reached the sea. My black velvet caught the sunlight where the midnight diamond shone. Behind me all the tables held the chances you had thrown. A taxi waited by the fountain, but I chose to walk instead. The coast was waking slowly while the sky turned rose and red. No dealer called my number, no wheel decided where I stood. The day arrived without a wager, and the silence felt like good. It did not count the nights I waited, or every line that you had crossed. The morning never asked what I lost, it only showed me where to begin. The light did not demand my sorrow, simply let the daylight in. A cafe raised its awning near the curve of the promenade. Someone placed white cups on tables, someone swept the leaves aside. I ordered coffee by the window with no empty chair reserved. For the first time, my own company felt like something I deserved. The woman from the mirrored room passed slowly through the square. The diamonds were no longer shining, and relief was in her stare. We shared one quiet understanding, then continued separate ways. Not every bond requires forever, some are made to end a maze. Morning never asked what I lost, how many years or what they cost. It did not count the nights I waited, or every line that you had crossed. The morning never asked what I lost, it only showed me where to begin. The light did not demand my sorrow, it simply let the daylight in. I opened up my handbag, found the black chip from the door, the symbol of the evening that could frighten me no more. I placed it on the cafe table beside the papers marked and cleared, a little piece of polished darkness from a life that disappeared. Then I left it with the pavement, not a is tribute, not regret. Some objects lose their meaning when the heart no longer bets. I lost the man I once believed in, lost the future we designed, lost the years I spent defending what had never once been mine. But loss is not the whole accounting. There are things the heart regains. I found the voice beneath my silence, found the truth beneath your name. I found that freedom needs no witness, and that peace makes no demand. I arrived with everything in danger. I departed with myself in hand. Morning never asked what I lost. It warmed my face and crossed the coast. It did not call me foolish, for heaven loved you most. Morning never asked what I lost. It only showed me where to begin. Beyond the cards, beyond the contracts, beyond the game you could not win. Morning never asked what I lost. It never turned my wounds to shame. The city opened up before me, and every street returned my name. Morning never asked what I lost. As the sunlight touched the blue, it offered me another lifetime with no part belonging to you. The casino faded in the distance, while the sea received the sun. Morning never asked what I lost. It only asked me to move